Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my April 2020 favourites, or what we've decided to call this month, lockdown favourites. If you want to know how bad lockdown is for me, my eyebrows and my roots should say it all. My eyebrows I've managed to maintain as much as I could do for as long as I could do. When it's been about 7-8 weeks. Now it's getting to the point of no return because I've been plucking them on from underneath, but they're starting to grow from the top, and then the roots, let's not even talk about it. It's upsetting. Everything else I've managed to do myself, my own nails. As you guys know, I grow my own nails anyway, so these are cool, but it's just the things that I'm used to having other people do for me. Well, actually I tend to dye my own hair nowadays, but still, you know, when it's just, you're just, because you don't know what bloody day it is. I didn't think that I had dyed my hair that long ago, but clearly it'd been about 6-7 weeks. Anyway, so a lot of the products I'm going to show you are not new because I have not left my house, obviously, other than just to go to the shops and get some groceries. And I've ordered 1 or 2 things online, but not so much. I've kind of been trying to be a bit more sensible in terms of what I buy and what is necessary. It's been more about stocking up on things that I've run out of and that sort of stuff. And not just that, I haven't actually seen a lot that I've wanted to buy. So it's not like I feel like I've missed out. It's more just that there wasn't really anything that I liked at the time. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is from some foundations. This one should be no surprise. I've raved about it for my past couple of months favourites videos. It's the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. My shade is in True Beige. And because we have been in lockdown, I seem to be getting paler and paler and paler. The joke is I've got the shade 1 up from this, which then became too dark, so I bought this. Now this is becoming too dark. Like, I know that it's sunny outside, but because I'm not actually going outside, and when I do in the garden, I've got SPF 50 on, I'm telling you, I'm reverting back to the same colour I was when I was a baby. I'm going to have to show you guys one day a picture of me when I was a baby. Firstly, I do not look South Asian at all. I will leave you to decide what ethnicity you think that I look like, but it's quite obvious. And my skin colour was very, 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 very pale. So I seem to be going back to that shade, and that is annoying me because obviously that means I need to buy new foundation. I ain't got money for it. Anyway, so I love this. It gives a really nice natural glow to the skin, but not an actual glow. It's more of like a radiant sort of glow, not greasy or anything like that. Lasts upwards of 16 to 18 hours on the skin, which is great, especially for me right now. I'm in the middle of fasting. I think I've got an hour left before I have to break my fast. My mouth is really dry. And as lying around indoors all day and that sort of thing, even though I'm not exerting myself too much, I still want my makeup to look nice for myself. So this really holds up well. Another foundation that I love is the Nabla Cosmetics Close Up Futuristic Foundation. My shade is in T10 Tan. And again, it gives a really nice soft focus look to the skin, really nice buildable to full coverage. I love this. And another one which I've kind of rediscovered recently while I was going through my stash, trying to convince myself to stop buying new things, use things that you've already got. It's the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. My shade is in G50. This one is another one which is a great matte foundation and a medium to full buildable coverage foundation which lasts beautifully on the skin. So I'm really happy that I've still got this. Moving on to concealers, the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. My shade is in 50WY. It's what I'm wearing right now. It's my holy grail. It's my favourite. I literally cannot put this one down. I've got so many other concealers which I really should be using, yet I always gravitate towards this. It's got that perfect creamy mousse-like consistency which makes it glide onto the skin, which means it blends out beautifully, which means I carves my eyebrows out, and I just want to do this with my fingers for some weird reason. But I love this. The coverage is full. It's excellent. Another one which I'm loving, which may be a little bit of a surprise to you guys because I didn't actually give it a full 10 out of 10, is the Instant Coverage Concealer from Too Faced. It's their Peach Perfect one, their matte one. My shade is in Honeycomb. I've actually been using it quite a lot on my face. I've been using it on my under eye areas and to highlight the high points of my face. I don't use it for my eyebrows, and I don't use it to spot conceal because it's too light to spot conceal. It's nice for brightening under the eyes. I actually really do quite like this. You do have to set it ASAP, otherwise it does crease, and it is definitely not as good and amazing as this because it is very, very thick. It is a cream concealer and it's got that peachy scent. I mean, I will use it up, I won't repurchase it, but for now I would definitely say it's a favourite just due to the fact that I've been using it so much. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, which I have to read off the back because the name is so long. My shade is in medium number 2, We're well on the way to finishing my second one that I have bought over the past few months. Got a nice dent in it. I just love this, you guys. I use it every single day to set my foundation. It leaves a really nice airbrush look to the skin, keeps my face relatively matte. I've not actually used this in the summer yet, so I will be interested to see how it holds up in much more warmer temperatures as we start to drift into that time of the year, because I actually bought mine in the winter. But for now, I can happily say that it might be £35, but to me it's really worth the money. It's excellent. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Liner should be of absolutely no surprise. It's been in so many of my favorites videos. It's a felt tip liquid liner which comes in black, and it's got a nice nib on it which has got a lot of give to it, so you can create perfect precise lines and you don't have to jab yourself in the eye. It moves to the curve of your eyes as well because it has got that kind of give to it, and it is completely black and opaque. You do not need to go in over more than once because it does not shear out, and I love that about this. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge. When it rains or anything outside, I've not noticed that it's moved around. It's an excellent eyeliner. The brow pencil that I've been using over the past 2 months is this one by Soap & Glory. It's their Brow Archery in the shade Dark Chocolate. It's okay, it's not my favourite. My IT Cosmetics brow pencil is still my favourite one, and I've got one upstairs. I'm just waiting to finish this one. It's a decent enough drugstore brow pencil. It's got a spoolie on one end and then it's got a twist up pencil on the other end. It is quite dark, so I have to be careful, otherwise I'll end up with Sharpie eyebrows. This one I have to go in with a very light hand, and I am starting to struggle slightly because my eyebrows are obviously starting to overgrow, and otherwise what's going to happen is I'm going to end up with 2 little bushes on my eyebrows. So I have to go in with a very light hand with this. But overall, as I've been using it over the past 2 months, no problems at all. It looks nice on the skin. The colour is fairly nice for people with medium to deep skin and dark hair. So it's all right. Let's move on to bronzers. Do I even need to tell you about this? I mean, you guys know enough already. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer. You guys are sick of me raving about it every single month. I'm using it again today. I, again, do not seem to be going further than this, but that's also because I use other bronzers too, but I've got a backup of this. It's the perfect mix between neutral, cool and warm. It's like that perfect balance. I love the way that it performs. It blends beautifully into the skin. It's gorgeous. It doesn't go patchy, and I love it. Another one I'm going to show you is in a limited edition case, but it's just the powder itself. It's by Too Faced. It's their Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. I've been using this again. For my skin tone, this is quite deep. I have to go in with a very light hand. So if you've got deeper skin tone than me, this will probably work a lot better. But I just love the quality of this, the way that this performs. Can somebody let me know, can you still buy this individually? Because I know that they messed around with the shades and changed them and did something to them, and I don't know, because obviously I've not been to the shops and I've still got this, so I've not actually bothered to look for it. But I also heard that some of the colours had changed, so I'm not too sure. So would you mind let me know below? And other than that, I would definitely repurchase it. Moving on to blushes, again is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo Matte and Shimmer in the shade Warm Honey. I don't really tend to use the shimmery shades. I tend to use the matte blush shades. I've got this one and I've got the other one, which is Half Mauve, but I've not used that much this month. This one is gorgeous. It's a beautiful terracotta shade. Would work well on fair, medium and deep skin tones. It's incredibly, incredibly pigmented on my skin tone. I have to go in with a very light hand and then I have to blend it out, and it just looks stunning. It lasts all day long. It's so pigmented, and even though it's pricey, it's definitely worth the money because such a little goes such a long way. You will definitely find that your money is spread out for a lot longer. So I've got 2 Anastasia Beverly Hills blush duos to show you guys. This one is in the shade Pink Passion and this is Peachy Love. These 2 are the ones that I happen to use the most. I've got all of them. I think it's like 5. And I've always managed to get them in the Black Friday sales when Anastasia Beverly Hills does them for 50% off. And I've managed to make mine last a really long time. This central one has got a big dent in it. And this one on the end here, which is called Nectarine, is another one that I use the most. They've got hefty dents in them. I use them almost every single day. The quality is excellent. The pigmentation is excellent. And obviously the fact that you get 3 in 1, which means I can switch it up depending on what kind of look I'm going for. But I'm really happy with these, especially because I didn't have to pay that much for such good quality. Moving on to lashes, I've actually got 2 Huda Beauty lashes to show you guys. This one is the Jade ones, which are number 13 Faux Mink. These ones are nice and kind of fluffy but long, whereas these ones, which are Sasha, which are they my favourite ones? I think these ones and the Easy Lash ones, whatever they're called, are my favourite. So favourite, I can't remember the name. I love both of them. These ones are more fluffier and long and they flick up more, whereas the Sasha ones are longer and spikier. The only problem with my Sasha ones, and I'm really annoyed about this, I'm not sure if you can tell. If I hold it up close, can you see there's a bit hanging off the end? Right there, it's just stuck. So what happened was I peeled off the eyelashes to put them on and that bit kind of ripped off. These are really expensive lashes. I don't understand. They should not be doing that. And I couldn't even remember where I'd bought them from to make a complaint. I think I got them on sale, Black Friday sales or something. This is what happens when you stock up on stuff. You own so many things that even when you want to return it, it's like gone past that date. You can't do anything about it, which is annoying, which means that one of my eyes tends to look a lot larger than the other one because one has got more hair on it than the other. I know I haven't trimmed the other one, otherwise it will just look odd. I just kind of whack mascara on the end which is missing and hope that nobody notices. Some highlighters to show you guys. Another one that I've rediscovered, definitely one of my favourite ones. It's this one by Jouer Cosmetics. It's their powder highlighters in the shade Skinny Dip, which is the shade that made them popular in the first place. It's this lovely, like a champagne golden shade. Oh my god, you guys, this highlighter, it's already got a really massive dent in it and I have to be very careful when I use it because it is so soft and it is so like buttery that if you dip your brush in there, a lot of it will come off and you will hit pan almost immediately. You have to be so careful with this. It is not a glittery shiny highlighter, it is a metallic high shine. They're my most favourite ones. I don't like glittery ones. I like ones like this because what they do is they actually just sit on top of the skin rather than accentuating your texture and pores. I've got textured skin, so the last thing I tend to look for is generally glitter highlighters. I tend to prefer ones like this, so I absolutely love this. This is definitely one that I would repurchase. Another one which is just like that in that it's metallic and it is not shiny is this one that I've shown in the past. It's the Dull Light Shine Bright highlighter by the brand called Dull Beauty, and it's actually what I'm wearing right now. You can see it's, again, I tend to go for very similar-y kind of shades because they're the ones that work best for me. If I put these two up next to each other, you can kind of see how they are similar. This one's got more of a pinky undertone to it. This one is definitely more golden, but again, there's no shimmer in it, there's no glitters in it. It's definitely metallic high shine, and oh my god, I think I can see the pan right in the middle. I love this. Another one that I would repurchase. One more highlighter is this one here from Nabla Cosmetics. I've shown it in the past. It's the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in the shade Amnesia. What's your problem? Stay up. Again, it's that same champagne-y golden shade which I tend to go for more because it's the one that flatters my skin tone the most. Again, it's not glittery at all. When you rub your finger over it, can you see it's shining because it's metallic, but it's not got glitter. Glitter particles are not the best when you want a highlighter. Well, unless obviously you like glitter, then fine, that's up to you. But generally you want something that illuminates the face rather than glitter particles which just make you look like a disco ball. You want to accentuate those areas to make the light bounce off of them. When you have glitter, it attaches to other parts of your face and it doesn't always look so best on your skin. It will bring out texture where there isn't texture. And this one is another one which works exactly like the other ones, which is why I love it so much. Got two lipsticks to show you guys. This time it's from Lime Crime. It's two of their lip pops, which hopefully by now you would have seen my review. It's in the shade Cold Brew and Macaroon. These were the two lightest ones that I bought in terms of shade. You click them up from the bottom and there is the lipstick. I wonder if I can do this one-handed. And then you twist it. Oh, I did that one. And that one, and then you twist the bottom and it pops back in. That is why they are called lip pops. I love the colours. Please feel free to check out my review where you can see what they look like. This one is an everyday natural nude colour, which is Cold Brew, and then the one which is Macaroon is like My Lips but better, but with a hint of peach to them. So I absolutely love the way that they perform. They're glossy on the lips, they don't bleed, they moisturise the lips. They've got a really nice lemony lime scent, and I love the whole aesthetic and little gimmicky thing that they've got going on as well. One last product, and it is a skincare product, is by CeraVe, because you guys told me how to pronounce this, CeraVe, right? It is their SA Smoothing Cream. So that is salicylic acid smoothing cream. It is for dry, rough and bumpy skin. I don't have dry skin, but I've got bumpy skin because of acne, scarring, texturization, residual spots that have not completely flattened out and disappeared. This one is great as it exfoliates, softens and smooths rough skin while helping restore the skin barrier with 3 essential ceramides, urea and salicylic acid. It's fragrance free as well, and oh my god, when I wake up in the morning, I use this at night, my skin is so soft and smooth. This is definitely something you should look into if you've got problematic skin. And because of the fact that it contains salicylic acid, which means that it takes care of the skin, reduces the amount of oil and sebum that appears, as well as protecting your skin for things like acne and spots. But I really like this also. It's absolutely massive. You can see I've hardly used that much of it. I don't use this every single night. I vary it and mix it up with all my other moisturizers, but this is definitely going to be one of my staples that I continuously purchase. So that's it for my April 2020 favorites. I hope you guys are great. I hope you're safe. I'm starting to flag and trip over my words now because I actually need to go and break my fast in the next hour, so forgive me if I started to go a bit. That's just a bit tired. Should have really filmed earlier on in the day, would have made sense. Other than that and my own selfish self, I hope you guys are all doing okay. I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy considering the way things are. For those of you that are fasting, Ramadan Mubarak. Hopefully I'm actually finding Ramadan in lockdown a lot easier. I don't know about you guys. Normally I would be at work, having to talk, having to go here, go to this meeting, do this, do that work, concentrate, whereas right now all I have to do is lie down on my bed and chill. I can wake up late. I've been waking up at like midday, so that means I ain't got that long that I have to wait before I can eat, whereas if I was at work it'd be very different. So alhamdulillah, things are going okay. I just want to send you all my love, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.